Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 110 of the VWU Sports Podcast. Yes, you hear me first time. This is Brandon Cuevas here with my little brother, Jose Miguel. Jacob, who is busy doing his errands, Carter, and of course, this guy.
I'm back, bitches. I'm back. No, I'm not. I didn't get fired.
Damn it.
I didn't get fired. I didn't get kicked out. No. I overslept last week. And,
Then again, nobody cares.
Brandon!
That's you.
Brandon, oh, you got no way to say, you sorry ass son of a bitch.
Okay,
What a troll. Boys, settle down, right?
Come on.
Like Brandon said, welcome
We
to
are.
episode 10 of the VW Sports Podcast. We got some great stuff to talk about here tonight because
Yeah, we do.
We're going to start things off a little differently because we're going on the hardwood, but we're going to talk about the college game because it is the end of January, but that doesn't mean the craziness has subsided because the madness keeps getting more insane.
Yeah.
Why, God, why?
Gentlemen, let me just say something real quick about what we've been experiencing through college basketball. Imagine, if you will, you sitting at the end of the table and you enjoy, your fair share of upsets. Upsets for breakfast, upset for lunch, upset for dinner, and a little bit of upset for, late night snack. This month alone, you are getting way more than your fair share of upsets, especially over the past weekend. I mean,
Oh, most definitely.
Let's run them down real quick. First of all, I'm starting off on Saturday, the 27th of January, where the number 8 team at the time, Auburn, went down to Mississippi State, 64-58.
Yeah.
I mean,
Talk about an upset. This is a shaving upset. Texas Tech Red Raiders beat the 11th ranked Sooners.
Also, over the weekend, the number 7 team in the country, Kansas went down to Iowa State, 79-75.
Yikes.
And another upset that happened in Waco, Texas. The Horned Frogs of Texas Christian University took down the 15th-ranked Baylor, 105-102.
Oh, and get this, Jose Miguel. This is triple overtime.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're
Bullshit.
not done yet. We're not done yet. And brace yourselves. The number 16 team in the country, Dayton, lost to Richmond 69-64.
Nice.
Oh, God.
No.
No, that wasn't even nice. That was just brutal.
69-64 was the final.
The Richmond Spiders. Yes. That's
Also-
what I swear to God.
Also, Wyoming beat the number 24 team in the country, Colorado State, 79-76.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You don't see Wyoming as a team that can be threatening in a sense, but don't sleep on them. I swear to you.
Almost
That's
definitely.
true.
We're not done with the upsets, gentlemen, because the next day on Sunday, the number 19 team in the country, Memphis, lost to UAB 97-88.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
University of Alabama, Birmingham.
The Blazers did their fair share of upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And we're not quite done yet because we had some more upsets last night.
Yes, we
Because-
did. TCU,
Yes.
25th, beat Texas Tech. They're 15.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Also, the number 3 team in the country, North Carolina, went down in a buzzer beater, to Georgia Tech, 74.
The Yellow
70.
Jackets stung the Tar Heels,
The
literally.
Tar
You know
Heels
something?
stung.
You know
That was
something?
painful.
Yeah, you know something? Let me just explain something real quick because Georgia Tech's head coach, Damon Stoudemire, is doing a wonderful job with those Yellow Jackets. And
Hey, this is a former Trailblazer right there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Her
so,
coach
so
is resharpening those stingers over in I think Atlanta.
I think they are in Atlanta. Also,
Yeah.
Also, the Volunteers of Tennessee, the number 5 team in the country, went down to South Carolina, 63-59.
And somewhere
You know
a
one
friend of
player.
mine named Trey Jeter was smiling ear to ear knowing that his Gamecocks got the dub over the Volunteers.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of
I mean,
TCU, who squeaked in to the top 25, who are at the bottom of the list, beat
mhm.
the 15-ranked Texas Tech 85-78.
What?
I think that was brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I want to repeat that because, to be honest, I don't see. You never see TCU in the top 25 because you could probably see them probably on the outside looking
Yeah,
in. If that
no.
makes any
Yeah,
sense.
no, that's a rarity right there.
Well,
Absolutely,
here's the
yeah.
thing, and TCU's head coach, I forgot his name, but he's doing a good job with those Horned Frogs. And also, this is the same guy that used to coach Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Oh,
Jamie
yeah.
Dixon is his name.
That's it. Thank you. Yeah,
What's
'cause
his
he used to
name?
coach
Welcome.
Pittsburgh.
Most
Jamie Dixon.
Ah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, through
Yeah.
2003 to 2016.
Most,
Mhm.
yeah.
So he knows how to turn programs into champions. He's
Yeah.
doing a good job so far over at TCU.
And
And
now
as look at these
Texas Tech tomorrow.
updated polls
Now
from
Texas
the
Tech
I'm taking a look at the updated polls.
this Saturday got to be facing the Longhorns.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the
Texas
AP.
Christian, I should say.
I'm taking a look at the AP top 25 as we speak.
Yep.
This was just 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago, so they haven't updated it yet. Okay, here's what they look like as we before we take a look at the games coming up. UConn, the reigning champions, are still holding strong. At number one at the number 1 team in the nation, with the Boilermakers of Purdue taking the number 2 slot.
North Carolina 3.
And with UNC at number
Sorry.
3, Cougars of Houston number 4, Tennessee still number 5. That might change after what happened to them.
Wisconsin jumped from 13 to 6.
Yeah, Wisconsin
That's
went.
sharp.
The Blue Devils of Duke takes number 7. The Kansas Jayhawks takes number 8. Marquette goes to number 9, and the Wildcats of Kentucky takes the number 10 slot.
Wow.
Number 11 goes
That's saying
to Arizona.
Yeah. So
The Creighton Blue Jays are 13
Yeah, they're
ranked.
still rocking over there.
Yeah, which is
Mhm.
surprising too. The
Now-
Illinois alumni are number 14, as we talked about Texas Tech being number 15. Auburn number 16, Utah State number 17. Baylor dropped down from, I believe, 15 to 18.
3 slots.
Mhm.
New Mexico,
Goes to number 19.
New Mexico. I don't know why in the world they're in the top 25 because of the controversy, but that's just me.
Hey, don't sleep on them. That's all I can tell you. Don't sleep on New
That's
Mexico.
true, but I got
Yeah.
my fingers crossed.
Mhm.
The Owls of Florida Atlantic take number 20. Dayton takes 21st. BYU takes 22nd. The Sooners of Oklahoma take 23rd. The Crimson Tide of Alabama 24th. And of course, we talked about this. The Horned Frogs of TCU getting into the top 25, into the top 25 and 25th.
It's just
Which is
barely.
Absolutely.
surprising, honestly.
Now, speaking of what you all spoke about, number 1 UConn is playing against Providence tonight.
Yeah, Tim
Whoa.
30 over at the I do believe at the XL Center.
That game is that the
And here's a
is
good
that
one
the
for you.
Gamble? Hold on.
It's in Connecticut.
I think it's at the Gamble Pavilion.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
this
Gamble
is
Pavilion
on
in Stores, Connecticut.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, fair enough.
Here's another good one
I thought they
for
were
you.
playing XL Center, but I guess I was wrong. But yeah, UConn, we were playing host to the Friars of Providence, still number 1 in the nation. Speaking of number 2, the Boilermakers, they're going to be playing at home to the Wildcats of Northwestern.
Mhm.
I
Now,
remember the
don't
last
sleep. Hold
time
on.
that
Wait a
Purdue
minute.
played
Don't sleep.
Northwestern.
Hold on, Brandon. Don't sleep on Northwestern. I mean, they're 15-5, and they got a good squad over there.
I was gonna
So
Another
Yeah.
thing too. Remember last time that Purdue played Northwestern when they're at the at the top spot
Mm-hmm.
when they're like top 5 or something.
Yeah,
They got shot down.
true. You're not right. So you're not wrong. So keep an eye on that game. And you're right. Don't sleep on Northwestern. That's
what Brandon is saying
tip-off-
is,
tip-off is
can
coming
Northwestern
under
catch
30.
lightning in the bottle twice?
Tip off in under 30 minutes over on the Big Ten Network if you have that. Another 6:30 game. Georgia is going to be playing in Augusta. Going to be playing host to the 24th ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. Both of them 14-6 on the season.
That's going to be a slugfest.
That's going to be.
Oh yeah.
Also, you want to see a slugfest? Head on out to Rupp Arena. We got Florida and Kentucky.
Oh God, Florida, Kentucky. That's going to be brutal. That's going to be like you said, the Rupp Arena.
Gators and the 10th ranked Wildcats. Yikes.
Tip off at 8:00.
Yep. And we talked about Auburn at the 16th ranked. They'll be taking on Vanderbilt at home.
Yeah.
Something. I brought up about Jerry Stackhouse and how he's doing at Vanderbilt. Like I said, they're struggling. They're winless in the SEC. Like I said, you try to play against some of these SEC schools, you'll be feeling the same way.
Most definitely.
And
then
rounding off the main event at 10:30, Boise State, the Stallions will be taking on New Mexico in the Pete.
I think you skipped over a game.
Yeah, Baylor's playing against UCF.
Over in Central Florida, the Knights of UCF will be playing host to the Bears of Baylor. That's gonna be
I want an excuse to say the Pete.
At the Pete. Yeah, funny. Okay, fair enough.
That's it. The Pit. You gotta get those Lobos credit. They sure do know how to name their arenas.
I give them that. And then
to be honest with you, it'll be interesting for Boise State.
For tonight at 10:30 on FS1, the Lobos of New Mexico will be playing host to the Broncos of Boise State.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's flip the script and go to the other side. Which is women.
Mind if I take the reins here for a second on this one?
Go ahead, Jacob.
I'm going to say this. My Lady Tigers have been having had some hiccups the past couple of games. Okay, sure, we got stunned by Mississippi State yes, but I will say this: when we faced South Carolina at home, we gave them a fight. Okay, we gave them a heavyweight fight, and we put them on the road. The problem is, unfortunately, Reese got played too emotional and got fouled out. She let her emotions came out because we haven't had a chance to beat South Carolina in 12 attempts. Okay. And it got to her. Okay. And unfortunately, it flew her out of her game plan and she got fouled out. Bad idea. Okay. Because we had the game plan and it was working perfectly because we were outplaying them like crazy.
Yes, I think. Hold on, Jacob. I think the game you're talking about is the game that happened last Thursday when the Gamecocks traveled to Baton Rouge to play against the Tigers.
Yeah, and South Carolina barely escaped with the W EMAC. Okay, and they're still holding on to the top spot, even though we showed some kinks in their armor. Okay,
and like you brought up, Jacob, I mean, when they lost, I guess they still the loss to South Carolina still lingers because Monday they lost to Mississippi State by 4.
Yeah, it's still hurting. So Kim Mulkey is probably right now it's just beating some enforcements into to Angel Reese and the rest of the crew to try to keep the emotions at the door. Get back to the consistency that helped brought them to the promised land and bringing a national championship back to the courts of Baton Rouge.
Yeah, because I just want to bring this up because when you suffer tough losses like that, especially back to back, it kind of leaves a sting on you.
It hurts. It hurts. It's like getting it's like getting a body blow and then an uppercut to the chin. It hurts.
Yes, it does have a tendency to leave its mark, so that's totally
understandable. Okay.
Yeah. Now, real quickly, just want to give the AP top 10. South Carolina's number 1 at 19-0.
Still holding at 19-0. Kansas State, the Lady Wildcats are number 2 in the nation. The Lady Hawkeyes of Iowa holding in the number 3. The Cardinals of Stanford, number 4. The Wolf Pack of NC State, number 5. The Buffalo of Colorado, number 6. The Bruins of UCLA, number 7. The Lady Buckeyes, number 8. My Tigers still holding into the top 10 and number 9. Hoosier man's going to love this. The Lady Hoosiers of Indiana is now taking in the top number 10, believe it or not.
Is it me another Game Boy?
I'm sold.
He's happy about that.
A little bit too happy. Tonight we got UConn and Villanova. They're playing this evening.
Tip off about 20 minutes. Also, tip off at 7. The Blue Jays of Creighton will be going head to head against the Golden Eagles of Marquette. The Blue Jays, second in the nation.
Also, the number 3 team in the country, Iowa, they'll play against Northwestern.
Indeed, Kansas State's going to be on the road as well. They're going to go to Oklahoma to take on the Sooners. And Cody, you might want to keep an eye on this on Peacock. Your Hoosiers over to Maryland to take on the Terrapins.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I was about to say we'll let you go ahead and get through eating your hot dog, Cody.
Your Hoosier. The Indiana game is going to be tipping off at 7 Eastern. 7 Eastern. Same with the Wildcats and Sooners game.
Mm-hmm.
No, dude. I was making food before the stream, so my bad.
That's okay. We understand. Not everyone can live off on an empty stomach, so we understand.
But, I mean, I can.
Sure, you got fast metabolism. I mean, you keep rubbing it in on us on a constant basis. But
I'm a stick. What do you mean?
But nonetheless, but again, we always say this: don't sleep on women's college basketball because college basketball has been on the rise.
Never.
My sister loves women's college basketball, and she doesn't talk a lot about sports, but she loves women's college basketball, especially Lady Tigers. Okay, because she enjoys that stuff, and she even loves the WNBA. And I always speak praisely about how the ladies on the court become superstars in the WNBA.
Hey, Jacob, that's a good segue to basketball, to the NBA.
Well,
yes,
it's a good segue because it's time. Let's stay on the courts. Let's go to the NBA.
We're gonna stay on this, but we're gonna stay on the WNBA for example. Because guess what? We're gonna see Steph Curry step up to get your ass whooped.
Oh,
that's some big news to announce because we're gonna stay on the NBA because during All-Star break, we found that we could actually announce this. There's actually going to be an intergender 3-point contest.
You know,
it's going to be Steph Curry against Liberty's Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah. So hold on, let me say something because this kind of reminds me. This is gonna sound kind of funny, but during the 70s, there used to be a game show that came on during the 70s called The Better Sex, and I remember that's the name of the game show. Better Sex.
It was in the 70s.
Yes.
Oh God.
They had a group of men playing against a group of women, and the name of the game show was called The Better Sex. Look it up on YouTube. And theme song. When I heard this matchup,
I'm already on the server to prove it.
Yeah, when I heard this game, when I heard that Stephen Curry and Sabrina
Ionescu.
Thank you.
That's a tough shame.
That theme song to that game show just comes to my head. And late great announcer Gene Wood saying it's men versus women in the battle of the sexes, and then go But anyway, here's the thing.
I'm glad I was born in the 2000s.
Here's the thing. I was only born in 1980, so. But here's the thing. This is going to be a very intriguing matchup here. This is basically tennis version of Billie King versus I forgot what Schlop she beat. I think that game was during the 70s too. But either way it goes, this is gonna be a great matchup between these two. What a great way to shine the spotlight on the All-Star weekend. Cody, if I'm you, I'd get a ticket to Indianapolis and be there.
Most definitely. Find a way to get a ticket to the field house and go check out the
There's been a lot of stuff that's also been happening in the NBA. Let's see. A lot of people getting ejected, or a lot of people getting arrested.
Funny you mentioned about the arrest, because I've been hearing that an ex-NBA player got arrested, and that being Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, Rajon Rondo. Yeah, Rajon Rondo got a little with Popo.
This was in the Indiana State Police. What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't mind going on. I might as well go on with this. Let's get this. Let's rip this bandit off. Are you ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Indiana State Police arrested two-time NBA champion Rajon Rondo on Sunday in southern Indiana on misdemeanor gun and drug charges, police said.
Yeah. It was a misdemeanor gun charge and drug paraphernalia.
He's a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers, so
and
Former member.
And
He was, but keep in
Celtic.
mind, he was firstly a Boston Celtic, then a Sacramento King, a Laker, Cav player, and a Mavericks. There we go.
Yeah.
So he was arrested for unlawful possession of a firearm, drug paraphernalia. How the fuck do you say that?
We
Paraphernalia.
Marijuana, all misdemeanors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, also on that note, I'm gonna quickly change the subject because I'm not interested in going
Yes, do please.
But we gotta talk about. You talk about an offensive explosion we experienced over the past couple of days in the NBA. Follow this
fights?
because this is going. You talk about high scoring. Recently, I know I pronounced it.
The Joker. Just call him the Joker. It's more easier.
No, not him. The one that played for the
that's
Mavericks.
Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, Luka Doncic. That's what I said.
Yeah, he scored 73 points. Joe Embiid scored 70. Devin Booker and Karl Anthony Towns each scoring 62 over the past 2 weeks alone. And I mean, and you had to ask this question. I mean, I know everyone loves.
When the All-Star, when we're getting near to the All-Star break, you know that the Stars itself is going to start shining and breaking records.
Yeah, they're breaking records. Then they're scoring so many points. The scoreboard's going to yell tilt.
It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that scoreboard from Space Jam where the monsters were getting that massive lead. It's gonna go.
And then there was also Damian Lillard is returned to Portland.
Yes.
That game. In fact, that game is tonight when the Milwaukee Bucks travel to play against the Portland Trailblazers. That game is tonight.
Brought this up.
Before we get down to the scheduling, I'm actually checking out the news that's been going on today. And we got some big news that's been going on, believe it or not.
What's that?
Believe it or not, Marc Gasol has announced that he is going to be retiring after a 20-year career in the NBA.
Oh.
Yeah, he's announced
brother
earlier today at noon that he's retiring after 20 years on the court.
The only thing that's good about Marc Gasol is that he finally got a ring.
He finally got a ring.
Yeah, let me say something because basically, just like his brother Paul Gasol, Marc Gasol started his career in Memphis.
And let's not stretch the fact that he did well in Memphis.
Absolutely, no question. Basically, he was the gritting. He was part of the grit and grind that was the Memphis Grizzlies during that time.
Yeah,
and also he did get his ring in Toronto.
He did, yes.
So, and I think that even though his career didn't go as long as Paul Gasol's, Marc Gasol was a heck of a basketball player. You gotta tip your hat out to the guy and wish him well.
Let's not forget that the guy was I think he was a silver medalist, bronze medalist.
Mm-hmm.
If he had any
medalists in the FIBA or is it the Olympics?
Yeah, there you go.
No,
he was.
Hold on, Cody. Before you say something, let me also bring up that the NBA is changing their draft.
I was going to talk about that. I was going to bring that up.
History. The draft is not next year's draft.
2 days.
Split into a 2-day format. The first day is going to be nothing but the first round, while the second day is going to be just the second round and beyond.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
The
NBA
NBA is
draft
looking-
is only 2 rounds. So
Well, looks like the NBA just looked at the
Here's my
NFL draft
question.
like, can I copy that? It's like, thank you.
no, whoa,
It want is it
whoa,
is
whoa,
it?
wait a
I was
minute,
about to
wait a minute.
ask
To be
that.
fair,
I was
to be
about to
fair.
ask if that's still a lottery style.
Yeah, there's no-
Hold on. The NBA is still gonna do that lottery regardless. But here's the thing.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, here's the thing. The NFL they have 7 rounds and they stretch it out to a 3-day weekend, Thursday, Friday, and
Oh,
Saturday.
right.
And the NBA, all they're doing is doing the first and the second round, and that's it. The first round is going to
Yeah.
be one day, and the second round is going to be the next day.
I wonder where the draft's gonna be. That's the
New
question.
York.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
it's
not a
always
shocker.
in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's their perennial home spot. They don't travel around the country like the NFL does.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we can go check that out if we wanted to.
Yeah. So the first round is going to be at the Barclays Center, and the second round is going to be at the ESPN Seaport District Studios in Lower Manhattan.
Shocking.
Mm.
Anyways, now that we got the news out of the way of also here's some big news. This is actually going to be coming up about the All-Star game, and this is actually big news in the NBA All-Star game. They're finally going back to their roots. No more
yes.
big star. We're finally going back to what we should have been doing. It's East versus West. Eastern
Yes.
Conference versus Western Conference. Okay, we're not doing the whole we're gonna have team captains. No, we're doing it the right way. Okay,
But they hold on, Jacob, because there are going to be team captains in the Rising Stars game.
that's fine, but
Mhm.
the traditional All-Star game, no team captains. It's Eastern Conference versus Western Conference. That's it. Okay.
Absolutely. I think this was a smart decision by the NBA to get some interest back into. Well, there have been great interest in the NBA All-Star game. At least their All-Star game is better than the Pro Bowl. But that's beside the point.
We'll get to that when we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get back to that later.
And I think there's also news that happened last week. Well, the 27th actually. The NBA commissioner Adam Silver has finalized a contract extension that'll take him to the end of the decade.
Good, great. Nobody cares. Let's get to the scores.
He's been doing good as commissioner.
I love how Brandon got interested about that, and then Carter immediately shot it down. I love that.
I'm just laughing.
So at least he's a good commissioner we can actually enjoy, unlike other commissioners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but to the game, shall we, boys?
Yeah. Games are coming up tonight. Starting off with the 7 o'clock games.
Spectrum Center.
Over at the 2, we got Cleveland playing host to Detroit. Ew.
Yeah, but also at 7, we got Chicago going down to Charlotte at the Spectrum Center to play against the Hornets.
Yeah, hold on. Let me talk about Detroit for a second. Detroit. 6-40. Let's see.
Vomit.
I mean, Jose.
Roll out the tanks.
You want Detroit to roll out the tanks? Well, you are. I mean,
Hey!
40.
Anyways,
And what's all this tanking do them? Absolutely no good.
games tonight over in DC. The Washington Wizards, again, going to be playing host to the Hot Clippers of LA, aka Los Angeles, aka Lakers bitch. But
Hey, we might say that. Hey, hold on. We might say that Lakers bitch, but they do have a better record than the Lakers.
Which is true,
but
unfortunately.
they're still known as Lakers bitch.
Good point. Move on.
Thank you. Anyways, coming up at 7:30 over in Miami at the I'm still calling it
the Heat.
The American. I'm still calling it Miami Arena because I don't care what sponsor it is, unless they got a good sponsor. It's going to be the Heat and the Kings. That's a game you do want to keep an eye on.
Absolutely. You gotta like what's going on with the Sacramento Kings and how Mike Brown is doing over there.
Oh, dude, Mike Brown is giving Sacramento the jolt they've been wanting for years.
Mm-hmm.
and to the 8 o'clock games. Yeah, into the 8 o'clock games starting off with the red hot Minnesota Timberwolves, who's leading the conference, is going to play host to the Dallas Mavericks.
I just want to bring up Edwards is feeling about $40,000 lighter in his wallet after the NBA fined him for
Funny you
criticizing
mentioned that because he
referees.
was just criticizing the refs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Undefeated.
chat. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. That game now here's the thing. Dallas, this is must win. But it's also
Good
must
check.
win by Pelicans because we're going to the Toyota Center to take on the Rockets. Why you been asking? I want you to go take a look at the Southwest Division. We're tied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's the
we're
schedule, not the standing.
we're tied for the Southwest with Houston right behind us at 3.5. So
Absolutely.
So it's basically if you want it for both of us, it's must win to try to take the Southwest Division before the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Also, we also have coming up. We got the Magic and the Spurs. They're going to do battle at the center formerly known as the AT&T Center. Now it's the False Bank Center.
Yep.
I mean, let's just look at Orlando for a second. They're tied with Miami, which is crazy in itself.
We'll take a look at the standings once we're done with the schedule here.
Yeah, we'll
I
take a look.
believe you. Well, I did see you skip this game here, so I might as well take this one.
This might be the match of the night because it's the reigning champion Nuggets going to Oklahoma City to take on the Red Hot Thunder.
And keep in mind though, both Nuggets and Thunder are 2 and 3 in the West.
Yeah, both. And they're second and third in the Northwest Division. With they're literally nipping at Minnesota's heels.
Yeah, but the Nuggets gonna have hold on, gentlemen. The Nuggets gonna have to do it without the Joker.
Yeah,
he's out for tonight's game with the lower back pain.
Yeah, Doncic.
Fuck.
With
But I'll say this much. For
Nuggets.
If you're Minnesota, you might be smiling now, but you better not.
Don't sleep
on against the freaking Dallas.
That cloud's getting bigger about a second.
Don't get too cocky. We also got tonight. We got the Suns and the Nets.
This is a good
that
question.
game be on ABC.
Now this right here, this I just saw. It's with Kevin Durant.
Let it all out, Brandon. Let it all out.
Great.
They say that this is going to be his homecoming, and it's quoted forever a net. If you're forever a net, KD, why did you ask for a trade in the first place during the offseason when you know that's the Brooklyn Nets? They always share with the super team, then they just,
throw it away.
Exactly.
Because it's the Nets, that's why. Because it's the Nets, that's why.
I just want to bring this up because they all rhyme. Whether it's the Nets, the Mets, or the Jets, they all are
okay.
It just seems like that every team that starts with ETS suck.
Anyway.
Yes.
Rounding out the festivities.
Oh, wait a minute. Come on in, Jamal.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Kevin Durant said he was what again?
Forever a net.
Forever a net.
Bitch, you should have been forever a Thunder, you fucking bitch. But you left the team to win 2 rings. Congratulations. You played yourself. And yet you can't win another one. And Steph has won another one without you. It's almost like what everyone has been saying about you is kind of true. You're good at scoring, just not good enough at everything else.
I was about to say, actually, he should have been forever a Sonic.
Yeah,
but once a hoe, always a hoe.
Wow.
Burn!
Okay.
Yikes.
Burn!
That's saying a lot.
Just yikes.
Burn! Anyways, rounding up activity. We talked about this earlier. It is Damian Lillard's return to Portland as he and the Milwaukee Bucks head over to the Rose Garden to face off against the Trailblazers. I am still calling it the Rose Garden. I know it's
Jose, do you have issues with your internet?
I'm gonna have to bring this up since we're on the basketball side of things. But tomorrow, February 1st,
Jose,
what way to start off February, huh?
Jose, we can't see shit. What happened?
Don't worry
Don't worry
about
about it.
it.
I'll figure it out myself.
All right. Anyway,
Also, I want to bring this up for tomorrow, and I can say what a way to start off February in the NBA, huh?
Yeah.
You ain't kidding on that part. But
you know why I said that?
And I'm taking a look at the games coming up tomorrow. Oh no!
Yes, Lakers, Celtics, 7:30 TNT.
Well, that's one way to kick off the month. Ah!
Yeah.
You know what's the worst way to end the month?
At it again.
You know what's the well? The Pacers lost the Celtics last night.
Well, guess what? Tomorrow your Pacers are facing up against Hit Kids Knicks. Good luck.
Yeah.
But anyways, before we continue on, let's go take a look at the standings of the conferences, and as before we get to All-Star break. And here's what's going on right now. Boston is still holding on to the number 1 seed in the East. Okay, my Milwaukee is if I take a look at this, 4.5 right behind 4.5 games right 4.5 games. If I get the standings here.
Let me say something. Hold on, Jacob. I want to speak to Milwaukee for a second.
Oh.
Now, this is the same team like I brought up last week. Doc Rivers is now the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, and
you all saw what I had to say last week.
Well, no, we didn't, because you wasn't here last week.
Last week on Discord, I said what I had to say.
Here's the thing, and let me go ahead and get to the point. Let me get to the point before we get back to the standings. All right, so Doc Rivers lost in his debut game a couple of nights ago.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
And I think that most people say, well, now he's saying you gotta be patient with this team. You gotta be patient with this team.
What's in my ass?
I mean, and I was saying to myself,
patient my ass.
To myself.
Hold on, which team?
Let me check quickly.
Milwaukee?
Yeah,
yes.
Milwaukee. Let me check real quick.
See, this is what I said last week on Discord. I feel bad for the Milwaukee Bucks fans. I feel so bad. I really feel bad. But I guess, wait, Doc Rivers sucks.
Well, Doc Rivers knows what it takes to win a championship, but I do
Hold on. Wait, stop. First of all, we're not in 2008 anymore. Yeah, they lost to the Denver Nuggets Monday. We're not in 2000. I was about to say
that his skills might be fading.
Here's the thing, because we noticed that he didn't win a championship with Boston after 2008. He didn't win a championship with the LA Clippers, and he did not win another championship with the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's think to ourselves for a second. You got Damian Lillard and you got the Big Greek. Mm-hmm. Both of them on your team, and you mean to tell me that you're struggling at this point, and you're talking about patience? You talk about patience. Patience, my big bony. The thing of it is that you need to get this team to jail, and you need to do it quickly. Boston is about to get ready to run away with the Eastern Conference if you don't get your act together.
Yes, going back to the standings, as I said, Milwaukee 4.5 games right behind Boston. Hickets Knicks third in the standings, 1.5 right behind Milwaukee.
Cleveland
1.5 right behind Milwaukee. Cleveland and Philadelphia tied for fourth place in the standings, 1 game right behind New York. And Hoosier man, you might be a little happy here because the Indiana's got the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference here.
Yeah, we keep having close games, but close cigars.
But here's the thing.
I was about to say, don't get too comfortable there.
Because Miami and Orlando are 2.5 games right behind you in the 7th and 8th spot.
That is if they can stop losing.
There is some breaking news, but I'll put that to the NFL portion. That's what.
Anyway,
one of our
moving
good
on to
friends.
and of course Chicago and Atlanta. I don't know how, but they still have a chance to go into the play-in tournament. I don't know how or why.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
Switch it to the West.
But anyways, moving on to the Western side of the things, it's kind of crazy here, honestly, because all 6 seeds are basically within arm's reach of each other.
Yeah.
Because Minnesota holds the top spot, but
8.
Denver is behind by half a game. Oklahoma,
Make it 8.
Yeah, okay, maybe fix that all 8. Okay, are within arm's reach of each other. Minnesota's still in the driver's seat, but Denver's literally half a game behind them. Oklahoma City's behind by a game. The Clippers behind by 2. Sacramento's by 5. Phoenix is by 6. Dallas and New Orleans are by 7. Are behind by 7. Think about that. All 8 of them are within 10 games of each other.
Mm-hmm.
That is scary.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got the Lakers and the Jazz bringing up the rear at 9 and 10.
don't talk about
them. Both of them trying to stay ahead of Houston and Golden State.
Game. Okay. What is going on in the West? Is it like the Wild West? Everybody's got 6 shooters pointing at each other?
Yep. Pretty much, except we don't shoot people in the kneecaps. We shoot them in the balls.
Shit. Like what's
I am going to
clip.
Cody. I am going to clip that, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I just want to say this. Let me say this because this is basically that Spider-Man meme.
They go and play at each other. Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's the thing. And you know what? This is what's crazy about the NBA because we're heading down the stretch. Because we got All-Star game.
All-Star game coming up on Valentine's weekend.
You
have to expect it.
Want that top spot? It's like you want it. You want it. Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it?
It's like as if it's a game of hot potato.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except no, not hot potato. Russian roulette.
No, it's
hot potato's more better.
Because everybody wants the top spot. You're like, I want it. No, I want it. No, I want it. No, I want it. No, I want it.
Now,
it's King of the Hill. That's what it is.
Yes. Let's go ahead and shift focus because speaking of the All-Star game, we got the NHL All-Star game coming up this weekend.
That's right.
Before we get to the NHL, we gotta talk about it. We can't sweep under the carpet.
Yeah.
4 NHL hours charged with sexual assault.
You know what's funny? What's funny about that?
Cody, I spoke about that last week.
Exactly. You weren't there.
Yeah, and more news came to be that the 4 involved with the case from the Junior League, Carter Hart, Michael McLeod, Cal Footy, and Dylan Dube have been notarized to go to London and to surrender with the London police.
Oh, it's more than that, Jacob. They've been arrested. They've been charged for sexual assault.
Okay.
So
they've been booked. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. So I mean hey, you did the crime. You're gonna have to do the time. Now it's up. Now it's up to the jury. The lawyers already come out saying that they all go plead not guilty. So we know this is going to be a trial.
But anyways, not much on the games tonight. We only got 3 because we're getting closer and closer to All-Star break.
Yes,
we are. Quick here because
7
o'clock on here.
As follows.
The Red Wings of Detroit, who's a team that Detroiters Detroiters might actually have a little smile for. Are playing to the Senators of Ottawa, Detroit.
I think this will have a smile over the Lions.
I think there is some news about the Senators. I think, correct me if I'm wrong.
Are they? I don't know for sure.
I think there may be news. I may be wrong.
Check that out, Cody. While we're at it, while I'm at that, continue the schedule.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is the news I was talking about. Yeah. Carter, I think you brought this up. Is it the same logo?
Are you talking about?
That's not
even close, bro.
Wait, what?
That's the Baltimore Orioles logo.
Well, I was trying to fucking walk it, but my eyes were too. The logo's too small for me to fucking see.
It's either because
Wake up.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back to hockey.
You big dummy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, here we go.
We'll get to the Orioles coming up. But anyways, back to hockey.
Oh God! I want to thank Jamal, who we're gonna have to nickname Fred G. Sanford by the time this show is over.
It's Red Fox.
Yeah, or Red Fox for that matter. God rest his soul. Anyways, moving on. This might be a good game to check out at 7:30 over at Smashville. The Predators of Nashville will be playing host to the Kings of LA. Both teams got some good records. Got somewhat good records. Nashville 26, 22 and 2. While LA 22, 15 and 10.
Let me just bring up that you can catch that game on TNT.
Yep.
And in the main event, oh God.
Oh God.
Why? Why?
You wait. You called this the main event? Sharks and Ducks. You called that the main event?
I said it sadly because this didn't even be the last game of today.
Hold on.
That's
Time out.
a horrible boxing match while everything else was just beautiful.
Exactly.
Time out.
It's like a boxing match with Logan Paul in it.
Time out.
Jake Paul for that matter.
That's just say time out. Because we got two bottom feeders in the Pacific Division. They're going to do battle in a soak. I don't want you want to call it a California. You ain't gonna get no California love here. But
no, you're not.
Sludge. That's what you're getting. While everybody else is going to give you glorious hockey, you're just getting toxic sludge.
You're getting table scraps. That's what you're getting.
You know what? This game might as well go ahead and be televised at the Glory Hole.
Basically,
oh my God.
Getting fucked. Anyways, but
yes.
Anyways,
now hold on, Jacob.
Made it work.
Like I said, hold on, Jacob.
I'm talk about that.
Hold on, Jacob. Jacob, hold on. I was trying to say because, like I said, we do got the All-Star game coming up this weekend in Toronto at the Scotiabank Arena.
Let's talk about this because let's talk about the standings as we are just days away from the All-Star break in Toronto. Let's run down the standings of the season so far. Let's start off at the East.
Let's do it.
Starting off in the East, Boston is still holding on to the East, but we got many contenders climbing up the rankings to catch up to Boston. Many, including of which Florida. Florida has not forgotten about the Stanley Cup Finals, and they want to get back there ASA and mother effing P.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about it.
They are 5 points right behind Boston. 5 points. Okay.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, the blue shirts, the Rangers of New York, are nipping at the heels of Florida. 3 points right behind them with 63.
Man, yeah, I was about to say they're leading the Metropolitan Division, but they better not sleep on Carolina.
Rangers. Your Hurricanes are starting to build up some steam. 61 points, just 2 points right behind the Rangers. 10 points behind the leader Boston in the Eastern Conference, 4th place altogether.
Absolutely. Now over in the Western Conference, we got a 3-way battle. 1, 2, 3. Colorado, Dallas, and Winnipeg.
Oh man!
But I got a big question to ask you, and I'm saying this now. Has anybody ever thought about having this on your bingo card? To the Oilers fan, how happy are you that your Edmonton Oilers have been on a hot streak?
Oh,
16 games.
You know something? Let me say something.
Business.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me say something. Basically, let me just say the same thing like Ray Stevens. Here he comes. There he goes. And he ain't wearing no clothes. Oh, yes, they call it the streak. But 16 straight.
16
No.
And they would be higher in the Western Conference if the Western Conference weren't this stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because the Western Conference is stacked, jacked, and ready to attack. Because the difference between all the top teams in the Western Conference is count on your hand. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because the Colorado is right behind Vancouver. Of all teams, Vancouver by 4 points. Okay, and Dallas is nipping at Colorado's Heroes by a point. Same with my Winnipeg Jets over Dallas by 1. Same with the reigning champion Knights by a point. And Edmonton is literally just 5 points right behind Vegas.
Now, let me just bring this up because NHL does their playoffs different. than how everyone else does the playoffs because
Yeah,
like
they got 3 teams and
The
well,
wild card.
yeah.
mhm,
Yes, the conference, the champions, and the wild card. They do that. They do that. They do theirs differently.
yeah. So
They
that's
got about the President's Trophy.
I think that here's the thing
Well,
though
actually, no.
because
How they do it? They actually do this. They actually have the top 3 teams in their division, and the remaining 2 teams in each conference will be the wild cards.
absolutely. And and let me just bring this up because we are heading towards the midway point of the season, the All-Star break, and just so many of these teams doing battle.
It's
Um,
basically a who's. It's basically a who's who of who wants to dance. Who wants to dance?
absolutely.
Not barely any of these teams are given any quarter. Okay.
Yeah. Now you know what? I'm just gonna bring this up. I'm pretty sure some of these teams down the outside looking in, that's saying I didn't hear no bail. Let's
Yeah,
fight.
they're like Randy Marsh against the Bat-Dad. I didn't hear no bail, and they're still ready. They're still ready to swing. And I like this. I like this. This is the type of stuff that gets viewers in for the NHL. You want this type of action. You don't want to see favorites sneaking and getting a head start. This is the type of shit that gets you glued into the screens.
Absolutely. All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead, shift focus, and head on out to the diamond.
Because we have the big news to talk about. Because even though the season is over, doesn't mean the news has been stopping. Because we actually had some blockbuster news.
Yeah, hold on, Jacob. Before let me just explain some because there's a fundraiser going on right now for to get a replacement of the Jackie Robinson statue.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sadly enough, there is photos
Cody,
of it.
ask about this, please. May I?
Go ahead.
So a couple of days ago, some staff
Dumbass.
from the association found the remains of a Jackie Robinson statue that was burned, okay, by some racist assholes. Okay, there's no sugarcoating around it. It was just racist who still can't move on from the fact that there's been from the past and be able to move forward, that there should be about equality and trying to get everybody to be together. So now Major League Baseball and is doing the right thing and is running a fundraiser to help get a new Jackie Robinson statue set up back for the Dodgers and the Jackie Robinson family.
Well, here's the thing, Jacob, because the statue was actually at in
Kansas.
Wichita. Yeah, Wichita, Kansas. They're still searching for those that's responsible for breaking it, cutting it off from its base and burning it. They're still looking for the people that's responsible for that.
Isn't Wichita, Kansas? Isn't that like one of the Dodgers minor league teams?
Well, let me finish. I think so, but let me finish this.
It was in a public park.
Hold on, Cody. Donations poured in Wednesday to replace a destroyed statue of Jackie Robinson on what would have been the 105th birthday of the first player to break Major League Baseball's color barrier. The total raised just through one online fundraiser surpassed $140,000, which is far in excess of the estimated $75,000 value of the bronze statue that was cut from its base last week at a park in Wichita, Kansas. Police are still searching for those that are responsible.
Again, shows the impact Jackie Robinson had on not only on professional baseball, but U.S.
Yeah.
Let me finish the story.
If I'm correct,
hold on. Let me finish the story.
Let him talk.
It says only the statue's feet were left at McAdams Park, where about 600 children play in a youth baseball league called League 42, which is named after Robinson's uniform number with the Brooklyn Dodgers, with whom he broke the Major League's color barrier in 1947. Fire crews found burned remnants of the statue Tuesday while responding to a trash can fire at another park about 7 miles away. A truck believed to be used in the theft previously was found abandoned, and police said the theft was caught on surveillance video. So,
if it was racially motivated, let me just say this and put the camera on me. if it was racially motivated,
deserve it.
I hope the police in Kansas find their perpetrator. I don't care if he goes to court, fine, but put his ass and wife in prison.
Well,
Well,
It-
you
but-
can't put him in life. That's just me.
yeah,
But-
here's the thing. First of all, unless he murders somebody, you can't put a person in prison for life.
Yeah,
Prevent-
exactly.
Um,
You
give him
can't
like
change anybody's mind or like motivation or anything like that.
mhm.
Yeah.
But,
But speaking
I-
of motivation,
I said it best with three.
there is
hold on, Jacob.
Okay.
Hold on, Jose. Go ahead, Jacob.
I said it best with three simple words about this thing: hate breeds hate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was about. It was just hate. Okay. Those
Mhm.
perpetrators knew what they were doing. They wanted to send a message that they had enough of all this stupid all this stupid Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter bullshit.
Try
And-
not to get political, Jacob.
I'm sorry, but they wanted to use Jackie Robinson as a message, which is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
How about we do something a bit more proper and actually wait till we know more? Because we don't. We
That's
are
true.
just assuming a lot.
Let me just say something, because we don't know whether or not it's racially motivated. I'm going to leave it right there. We don't know whether or not it's racially motivated. Let the police do their job. Let the investigation happen, and whatever happens. Let's roll with that.
Wait,
Now,
how
and I'm
much
glad-
did,
Leave it to the
hold on.
police, and let's see.
Yes, let me go ahead and change the subject.
Yeah.
well, I was gonna
and-
say how
Wait.
much
Hold on,
was
Cody,
the
Cody,
stuff
shut
raised?
up.
Shut up.
Cody. Now
I can't
I'm
fucking
glad-
talk.
put him on mute. Here's the thing, and I'm glad Jamal is here because we can say the Orioles have been sold.
Yes. The Orioles sale is now been finalized. But it's actually been a good thing because the new ownership group that bought the Orioles for $1.7 billion, one of the 9 people who is part of this ownership group is the man who has been basically the man who helped not only become the face of the Orioles franchise, but helped save baseball from becoming nothing more than mediocrity. Cal Ripken Jr., who basically broke the what was known as the unbreakable record of Lou Gehrig's consecutive games record back in 1995, I do believe.
Yes.
1995. Well, with over 2,000 games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was like
2131.
Yeah,
mhm.
1,151 games consecutively without any injuries, without any skip days, nothing.
Yeah, let me go ahead and read the story, Jacob. And this story is from ESPN. Cal Ripken Jr. and Grant Hill are part of the investor group that have agreed to buy the Baltimore Orioles, and so are former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg and former Baltimore Mayor Kurt Schmuck. That's his name, Schmuck, whatever his name is.
Fuck.
well,
Yeah, the group is headed by Baltimore native David Rubenstein, co-founder of the Carlyle Group. Additional investors were revealed in a news release Wednesday announcing the agreement between Rubenstein and the Angelos family. I am excited to once again be a part of the Orioles organization, and I thank David for including me in the ownership group, Wilkins said in a statement. The Orioles have been a part of my life since I was a child, and this is a special day. The Angelos family has run the team for the past 3 decades and is selling a controlling stake in the team to Rubenstein for $1.725 billion.
And it's actually, yeah.
back
And
of the Brinks truck.
continuing on with the story, the deal is still pending approval with from MLB's other owners. This is from Yahoo Sports. Per previous reports, the new group will acquire 40% control of the Orioles, with the remainder transferring following the death of the patriarch Peter Angelos. The Angelos family will reportedly still remain a sizable interest in the team. Okay. And now we're of course we're talking about Cal Ripken. Cal Ripken is the Orioles' all-time leader in games played, hits, home runs, and many other statistics. Since his retirement in 2001, the 63-year-old built up a business portfolio that includes the Aberdeen Ironbirds and the Ironbirds, which is one of the Orioles' minor league affiliates. affiliates. And also, believe it or not, Ripken actually does own an interest in the Orioles since he actually bought a stake with them back in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
So like he said, the Orioles have been with his license. Of course, his brother Billy played with him. Brother Billy's played with him, and of course, his father Cal Sr., who has been played and coached for for a combined almost 7 decades.
Absolutely. And let me just bring this up. You kind of figured this was going to happen. Angelo's family was going to sell some interest in the club, especially since Peter Angelos is way up there. He's 94 years old.
Since Peter Angelo's passing.
He's still living. He's still living.
He's still alive.
Not what I've been reading from Yahoo Sports.
Well, I'm looking at his Wikipedia page. He's still living.
Yeah, you might want. Yeah, Wikipedia is not actually the most factual thing.
Yeah, good point. Let's go ahead and move on.
But me and Jose talked about this about the sale, and we talked about the team.
Mm-hmm.
We said that the Orioles has a lot of potential. Okay. And
I said that this is a new era for Baltimore, for the Orioles. I think that they could find a few more pieces to their core and basically have them gel together. And afterwards, I could see them going back to the playoffs. That's without a doubt. I see them going back to the postseason. Whether or not they can get back to the NL Championship Series, I think that's what they are. AL Championship Series. Thank you. AL. Let me check how long it's been since they've been in the
Peter Angelos is still alive.
Okay, so
yeah,
got it wrong. Okay, but they can get back to the playoffs most definitely. But if they can get some good key pieces, maybe some good veterans that can help get these young bloods gelled getting more gelled and more gelled, maybe they can go deeper. Because they got they can get back to the playoffs, but let's see how far they go.
They have. I'm trying to see when the last time they won won the ALC. They won 3 World Series titles given. I'm still trying to figure out when it went to when's the last time it went to the ALCS.
I'm checking.
I'm looking it up.
Last ALCS. Here we go. Last ALCS appearance, 2014.
That's right. It's against Kansas City.
It was 10 years ago when they lost to KC and when they got swept by KC.
I do believe Buck Showalter was the manager of that team.
He was.
Yeah, when they had Buck Showalter as their coach, and they got swept by KC, which went on to win the World Series.
No,
Mm-hmm.
no. Kansas City won the 2015 World Series.
Yeah, you're right. It was 2015. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I do have to. I can see them getting back to the postseason. That's easy. Yeah. Whether or not they could get back to the ALCS, we'll just have to see.
Yeah, because they can make it back.
I don't see.
Got to see how far they can go.
Yes. Now, sticking to baseball, we do have a signing. Wandy
Peralta, a former New York Yankee, is heading back to the NL West. This time as a Padre.
Yeah, he's going to be a Friar. Going to be a Friar this season.
Yeah, and here's the thing: you got to remember, like I said, when I said that Wandy Peralta is back to the NL West, I meant it because Wandy Peralta is a former San Francisco Giant.
So he knows his so he knows how to play in the NL West.
Basically, yeah.
So the deal is pending a physical, but it's a 4-year, $16.5 million deal.
We'll see how much that's
actually really interesting here.
What?
There's one starting pitcher that really hasn't been picked up yet.
That is.
Oh.
I think Brandon knows that name.
I do.
You want to say it?
Blake Snell.
Oh,
bingo.
Snell.
He's still a free agent, boys.
He's still in the pool.
Yeah, so literally anyone can grab this starting pitcher.
And
So I would
Snell had a really good year last year.
yes,
Mhm.
so I
Maybe,
would definitely keep
maybe they're
my eyes
waiting for
on
a big
Snell.
surprise with Blake Snell, maybe on the final day or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, well,
Yeah.
either way, everyone do keep your eyes on that, on any story involving
yeah,
Blake
just-
Snell.
Okay,
All right?
hold
Just a
on,
heads
wait a
up.
minute. I'm kind of surprised that Snell is still out there, especially this is the
Yeah, me
reigning NL
too.
Cy Young winner.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
still up and he's still on the market. So is Cody Bellinger, Jordan Montgomery, and Matt Chapman.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Those
so I
names
mean,
I guarantee you, those names are going to get picked up around the final days.
Yeah,
mhm.
Oof.
they're yeah, there's
So
gonna be
they're saving it as a big surprise.
yeah.
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 Now,
Anyway.
also, let me go ahead and bring this up before we switch to Formula One. Let me bring this up real quick. James Paxton's guaranteed deal, the Dodgers have lowered it to $7 million.
Mm.
Hmm.
And
Maybe to put
funny
in
enough,
more
about the
money
free
for
agency,
I was about to say maybe to put in more money for either Otani or Yamamoto.
Well, here's the thing. It says his revised agreement keeps the signing bonus, lowers the salary to $4 million, and increases the roster bonus to $2 million if he is on the active roster for the March 20th opener in Seoul, South Korea, or the March 28th U.S. opener. He would get a $1 million bonus if active by April the 15th, and an
oh,
additional $1 million if he is on the roster by April the 15th and make 20 or more starts. He could earn $4 million in performance bonuses for starts, $600,000 each for 6, 8, 10, 12, and 16, and $1 million for 18.
You know what's actually interesting about that? That date, April 15th.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jackie Robinson Day.
That is true. Hmm.
and here's another thing too. I want to bring this up since we're talking about the free agency. Justin Turner, he's staying in the American League East, but he's going up the border because the Blue Jays signed him to a 1-year deal worth $13 million.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he signed a 1-year deal worth $13 million to be a Blue Jay instead of staying with Boston.
Hmm.
And you know what's
Yeah,
actually
that's something.
interesting about that? Because we do talk about more free agents.
Mm-hmm.
And I did talk about Blake Snell being one of them. There's actually two more that are still open. There's another starting pitcher, Jordan Montgomery. Does that ring any bells?
I
Yeah.
mean, they mentioned him.
Montgomery, yeah, I talked about him.
They
Yep.
mentioned him.
Mm-hmm.
JD Martinez is still up there too.
Oh,
Ooh.
we're talking about former Red Sox. He's that one.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And
of course, yeah, veteran too.
Yeah.
here's the
Let's
thing
go ahead
too,
and
right?
let's go
Sorry.
ahead and move on, gentlemen. We gotta go to Formula One since Jacob wants to talk about it, and we gotta talk about boy, good grief. Formula One is in some hot water with Andretti.
Yeah. As there was a big about Michael Andretti, I do believe one of the sons of legendary Formula One driver and Formula One world champion Mario Andretti. He wanted to bring the Andretti name back to Formula One, but as a team owner, believe it or not, because he wanted to bring a new team known as Andretti Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one problem. Formula One is, well, what's the word I'm looking forward?
Auburn?
No.
Oh, I got it. They don't like American teams. They told Michael Andretti that their bid to bring Andretti Cadillac for next year and 2026 is been denied.
But here's the story, and this is from I'm reading this from ESPN because former Haas HAAS boss Gunther Steiner said F1's decision to block Andretti joining before 2028 shows the sport is in such good health it can no longer afford to have uncompetitive teams. Wow.
And I quote that bluntly that the American team would quote not add value to the championship, end quote.
Okay, hold on a minute, because now I got to butt in here real quick. You have a track in Austin, Texas, called the Circuit of the Americas, and you don't have the balls to add an American team.
And it's not. And here's the thing: they do not one, not two, but 3 races in the United States. 1 in Austin, 1 in Miami, and 1 in Las Vegas.
Let me go ahead and get through reading the story. It says on Wednesday, F1 rejected the joint Andrade Cadillac bid to join the grid in 2025, or 2026, although it has kept the door open for 2028 if General Motors follows through with plans to build its own engine. Andrade has said it will be ready to race as early as 2025, likely with Renault engines, despite that being the year before a major overhaul of regulations. But F1 has questioned whether the entry could be truly competitive entering in such fashion. F1 cited this in its decision, adding that the willingness to enter next year gave reason to question their understanding of the scope of the challenge involved. Wow. Steiner, who left Haas at the start of January, was speaking to ESPN's Unlapped podcast shortly after the decision has been made public. I think they looked at it as though it was too ambitious, Steiner said. He added, I don't have all the information. Maybe they look at it and they said, we want them, but we want to make sure they are successful when they come. Protect them from themselves. I think F1 is protecting all the teams, everyone involved in the sport. They didn't close the door completely. They said 28 is a new day, a new year. It's quite a few years away. It's not tomorrow, but the door is open. Show us you can get prepared and be competitive by then, and I think we welcome them. Steiner likened the decision to how football has safeguards such as relegations to punish uncompetitive teams, something which does not exist in Formula One. Wow. There's not an ideal number of teams if you got 11 or 12 very competitive teams. That's not bad. But also the commercial side of it needs to back it up. Just to have more teams, you need to share money with more people, which makes less for everybody. Then all of a sudden, even if you have 12 competitive teams, some will not end up with enough money that they will fall back. But then you have to keep these people around because they have the license. Because you cannot say you are not allowed. Wow. So that's saying something about this story about Formula One. And you really have to question what's going on with this sport. I mean, and Jacob, I mean, I know you brought this up about whether or not if Formula One has a problem with American teams or something.
It's more so about their value. They perceive themselves as a rich man's sport. It's not like NASCAR, where NASCAR has strict regulations, making sure that every team rides with the same chassis, with the same money and the same engines. Okay. And the teams have to work with what they have to do, and you see some good racing. F1, on the other hand, sure, they've instigated the salary cap, but that doesn't mean that every team has the same amount of money, because teams like McLaren, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, and those teams will get not as much money, while as the big teams like Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari will get millions, will get the big amount of money, while everybody else gets table scraps. And it shows in the product, because all you will see on race day is nothing but Ferrari Rosso, Red Bull Blue, and silver arrows in the front of the pack, while everybody else is fighting in the mid crowd.
And so that's really saying something. All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and shift focus to the meat and potatoes of this these shoes.
And it's time to and before we get our voices in, I think it's time to go check out with our good friend Steve Stradamus and the 2-minute drill, shall we?
Let's go.
All right.
It's so hard to control. God damn it, no! Out of lives.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Okay, Homer, he's tired. He's tired. Now's your chance. Nudge him. Nudge him.
Me?
You think this is funny?
In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
Squidward!
Okay, hold on. First of all,
God.
wait. First of all, let's.
Hold on. I'll do this one. First off, let's go send a shout out to Steve Stradamus over on TikTok. As always, thank you again for Steve Stradamus. Go check him out on TikTok. Follow and like all that stuff. Second off, before everybody gets up in arms about what we saw with the Lions stuff, that came from the Sega Genesis game, way back in the day. Okay. That was from way back in the day. I mean, way.
It was a bootleg.
Man,
It was a bootleg.
Let me say something, fellas.
And it was a JonTron video, so basically.
Let me say something. First and foremost, you don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Baltimore had every opportunity to beat Kansas City, but they shoot themselves in the foot. That's so Baltimore Ravens, because I have never in my born days, Baltimore had every opportunity to beat Kansas City in the AFC.
They were the chosen
game.
one.
Cody, zip it.
Actually, I'm gonna need all of y'all to zip it.
Go ahead.
This is my team. For once, I'm going to be that guy. And I'm going to go after everyone on this one. So
Yeah, here we go.
hold on to your seat.
Well, you can't go after me because I chose Baltimore.
Oh, I will actually, because
Fuck.
I have a much deeper rant about this. So here we go. Baltimore lost the game. They got punched in the mouth. I am perfectly fine with that. That's not the part that bugs me. Because at the end of the day, Baltimore should have known better. They should have ran the ball more often. But then again, excuses are just excuses. You didn't do what you were supposed to do, and you got punched in the mouth at your own home stadium by the Kansas City Chiefs. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care what the Chiefs' record is. Till someone can actually prove they can stop them in the playoffs, these motherfuckers are inevitable. Straight up. There is no one in the AFC that can stop them. No one. There's not a team that can. Until someone proves me otherwise, I'm going to keep believing the Chiefs are inevitable. The Ravens have got a long way to go. And I've been sitting here thinking irrationally on some occasions and thinking rationally on some other occasions. There's a lot of blame that should go around. And the fact that Mike McDonald is now going to the Seattle Seahawks doesn't make it any better, but it is what it is. I'm just going to repeat what I said verbatim. Harbaugh, you are the main one that I'm beginning to have a very clear issue with. Yes, you got us to a conference championship game this year. But guess what? We got punched in the mouth and we had everything going in our direction. So you know what? As far as I'm concerned, you're the only guy that should be on the red seat. But, maybe I'm being a bit too nice. But then again, Bill Belichick brought the Patriots 11 championships. And he lost his job. So maybe Harbaugh shouldn't be safe. Aside from that loss, you know what I'm really bothered with? I'm tired of the constant bitching about Taylor Swift. Because good fucking Lord, it's getting real goddamn old. You want to know something? When I'm agreeing with Colin Cowherd about Taylor Swift, there's a fucking problem. You know how many seconds she was shown during the game with the Ravens and Chiefs? 34! Only 34 out of a 4-hour game, and all I heard was bitching about her. Good fucking Lord. No wonder the Chiefs made it to the goddamn Super Bowl. Because no one wants to shut the fuck up about Taylor Swift. Jesus fucking Christ. That's why they do it. Because you motherfuckers keep giving them the ammunition to do so. Stop bitching about it. Maybe they would have lost. You know, maybe the football gods are trolling you. You should be used to this by now. But no. I gotta sit here, eat shit, because motherfuckers don't want to shut up, and because Baltimore shit the bed. Congratulations. You get what you fucking deserve. When I'm agreeing with Colin Cowherd that people maybe bitch about Taylor Swift too fucking much, that is a goddamn problem. Ravens lost. Lions lost. You got the Chiefs and 49ers again. Get fucking used to it. Because until someone in the AFC steps the fuck up, Patrick Mahomes is going to keep cooking. It is what it fucking is. I'm done. But all of you should know that comment about bitching about Taylor Swift is aimed at every single last one of you. Because unless you're bringing $330 million to the NFL, quite frankly, you ain't doing nothing.
Fair enough.
Message received.
Well, to be honest with you, Jamal.
Taking message received. Shutting up about that bitch. Anyways.
Yes, because I'll be honest with you, I'm with you. I'm getting tired of it.
Yeah. Let's not talk about her. Anyways.
Speaking of Mahomes, the Pro Bowl.
Yes.
We don't talk about the Pro Bowl. It doesn't exist.
Hold on. Let me say. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me do this real quick about the Super Bowl because, yes, Jamal said it. We're getting the Chiefs and the 49ers. If you probably feel like as if that Looney Tunes.
I'm jealous of bugs, but I hate Terry. Jealousy or hatred. It's like having to choose one child over the other. Hatred. Surprisingly easy choice.
Let me say this. Let me also bring this up. Because ratings for the Super Bowl have been going downward on a downward spiral as of late. In fact, been on Discord, Jacob brought up the lowest rated Super Bowl ever at 36.9. I think that's the most. I think it was like 2 years ago when the Bengals and the Rams.
Super Bowl 56.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lowest rating in the Super Bowl era according to the Nielsen rating system at 36.9.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask, what is the average rating for the Super Bowl? And that is
in the 40s. They would averagely get in the 40s in the Nielsen ratings when it comes to Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I was to say, because ratings of the Super Bowl have been going on a downward spiral, mainly because folks are cutting the cord and no one's signing up for cable that much anymore. And now pretty much everyone is streaming. But Chiefs and 49ers. These two teams played against each other in the Super Bowl before. I think was it back in
2019.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so here we are again.
This time around, this is Brock Purdy's first Super Bowl.
Yes. 4 years ago they faced off Super Bowl 54. Before on that year, the whole world went to hell and back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now
that was 2020, by the way.
Now I think that will this Super Bowl be interesting?
Probably.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
That depends on who
because
you
it's
ask.
not going to stop. Actually, no.
That
I'm
depends on who you ask.
because
We are not gonna bring a she who shall not be named. Leave it alone.
It doesn't matter because they're gonna bitch about it for like 20-some minutes. I'm sorry.
They will. We won't.
We won't.
That's fair.
Now, here's the thing.
We won't. We will treat her like he who shall not be named.
Here's the thing. I think that it's going to be a very interesting Super Bowl between the 49ers, Brock Purdy, you got Christian McCaffrey. And also, let me bring this up because I saw this on Twitter. How ironic. Christian McCaffrey's father and Kyle Shanahan's father won the Super Bowl when they was in Denver. And now, here we are, the Suns.
The question is, can the Suns of those two former players, as you brought up, can they do that?
As long as it doesn't go 28-3.
Nah,
you really want to go there?
Do you know what? That is
that's Matt, because that's Matt Ryan's problem, not.
No, it's also Shanahan too. So what's the excuse?
I don't know.
Forget about Shanahan.
Anyway,
but until Kyle Shanahan beats 28-3,
but
it's going to be Chiefs again.
Aside from that, outside of the Super Bowl, we need to talk about this because there have been some off-season signings that happened.
Can I talk about this one, Jacob?
No, I'll do this. So Cody, please stop. Anyways, Jamal did bring this up. Mike McDonald is no longer a part of Baltimore. He is going to Seattle as their new head coach, and somewhere in England, young Mr. Hickey Worldwide is over the moon.
Mm-hmm.
However, for the Chisel Donis and Union Tree, they are probably drinking themselves to death.
Yes, because it has been announced that Arthur Smith, the former head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, is now the Steelers' offensive coordinator.
Let me say something because this is the thing that irks me. We pretty much throughout the entire season we've been yelling, blame Mike Canada, and they fired the offensive coordinator, Mike Canada. Here comes a guy who can't score on a hooker, and he's going to be the new offensive coordinator.
We found our new boy. Blame Arthur.
I have a question for you. How much ass backwards can Pittsburgh get?
Just
I
they've been ass backwards since I don't know their last Super Bowl win. They haven't been back there since.
They went 2 steps forward, they go 4 steps back.
Yeah, here's the thing. You know what? How that song went? Went 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Nobody gets around like that.
I think.
Yeah, I think that here's the thing. And for Pittsburgh, well, what the hell are you doing? I guess Mason Rudolph is going to be back. What can we expect from Pittsburgh? Another 9-8 record and another number 7 seed, and then get eliminated in the wild card round. Pretty much a new Pittsburgh tradition. Now,
there was also breaking news that came from one of our boys. Boston College coach Jeff Hafley is expected to be the new defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers.
Now, it's interesting. Now, also, let me bring this up. Also, Atlanta does have their man. Name sound familiar because he was the former interim coach of the Falcons at one point. And yes, he was the former head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Raheem Morris. So, interesting how everybody thought that Bill Belichick was going to go to Atlanta.
Yeah, this is crazy. Is this the end of Belichick? Is he legit retiring with Brady?
Here's the thing. And let me also bring up, while I'm in the neighborhood of Bill Belichick, Jerry Jones was at the Senior Bowl practice in Mobile, and he said, "Of course I could get along with Bill Belichick. I could work with Bill Belichick." I was saying to myself, hold on. I was saying to myself, you say you're willing to work with Bill Belichick, and you still got Mike McCarthy as your head coach.
Did you forget that you signed him?
Yeah, Jerry Jones. And meanwhile, I'm seeing God on the moon.
I'm looking out my window. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm looking out my window. I'm seeing pigs flying, and I'm also seeing a blue boom. So that's something. But
you know what's the saddest part? The only team that could need a coach is the Washington fucking Commanders.
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Anyways,
But he's
Anyway.
right though.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah, so-
Detroit announced, Detroit announced that they're still gonna have their head coach.
Well,
They're not gonna fire Dave. They're not gonna
Yeah,
No,
fire
Ben
Dave.
Johnson. Ben Johnson.
look, Campbell was
No,
Campbell
no,
was
it's talking about Johnson.
coach.
Ben
Sure,
Johnson.
Oh yeah, but the defense coordinator still will be there.
yeah, and Campbell is still going to be there. Sure, he fucked up when he went
Yeah.
title game against the 49ers, against the Niners when
How
they
the
had
fuck do you have a 24.0 lead and you choke it?
It just happens.
when you let off the throw.
There you go.
And but as
Hold
Trey said,
on.
live
Hold
by
on a minute.
by the intensity.
Hold on, Jacob. Go ahead, Jamal. The floor is yours.
How do you choke a lead?
Okay, don't even get started. I'm talking about this in the NFC Championship, not the entirety of the season.
I mean, your Colts know
You an
about
expert.
your Colts know how to choke a lead, and so do the Chargers. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Damn.
Oh, speaking of the Chargers, we can't officially announce this. They actually
Jim Harbaugh. They got Harbaugh.
It's going to Liquid LA. He is now the official head coach of the.
This is a
5 years.
5-year deal, a $16 million.
Yeah.
5 years.
No, fuck that. This deal is worth $80 million.
That's 16 million times 5. It's an $80 million deal.
Yeah, 5 million. Yeah, 5 year, $18 million.
Maybe this will be the change that we can all finally stop saying "fuck you, Spanos" and maybe say "good job, Spanos."
No,
I don't know.
no.
Here's the thing: Dean Spanos is still running that ship, and the question has to be asked: do you really trust Dean Spanos? I mean,
You really
question for
believe
you.
Spanos did a good job here?
Here's a question for you. I do have a question for you. Has that ship sank yet?
no, but that ship has sailed.
It is sinking yet? I thought it was already at the bottom of the ocean at this point.
Now we do have coming up. We got the Pro Bowl games, and Senator Soon. Well, aside from Cody being excited because Gardner Minshew is going to the.
Jose, stop snoring, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Wake me up after the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl, please.
Now, here's the thing. Let me finish. So we do got the Pro Bowl games. It basically is a flag football game. The Pro Bowl is now.
Competitions in between with competitions to make it somewhat interesting.
I wish them the best of luck. You ain't gonna get too many people to give a damn about it, but I wish them the best of luck. But we do got the Pro Bowl this week, and then next week we got the Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
Wait, there's one more. There's one more news, but the source. There is a new Carolina Panthers coach.
Yes, he was the former offensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I can't pronounce his last name.
Dave Cannells. Dave Cannells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's in Carolina. Oh boy, God, I wish him the best of luck because
I mean they finally got rid of the GM, which is thank God.
No, man, let's face it, you gotta get rid of the owner if you want the Panthers to be good.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, David Tepper can't even run his shoe. He basically run his shoes over more time on this.
I'll say this for the Panthers: you're not gonna get good if you fucking fire a person who doesn't know how to fucking own a football team.
Cody, I'm sorry I had to cut you off here, but
hold on,
I do
wait
have to
a
cut
minute.
you off here real quick.
Time out. Cody, you failed to realize the Panthers already shot themselves in the foot. You know, last year when they traded the number 1 overall draft pick to Chicago.
Yeah, true.
Chicago won the Super Bowl by doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. Is that the Luigi meme?
Yeah. Also, one other thing. Cody, you said like a few minutes ago that you said that. I just forgot what you were gonna say. What you said, but all I know is that
I said that Carolina's not gonna get better.
Yes, that also goes the same for your Colts too.
Hey, At least we
Okay,
almost made it.
gentlemen, go to your corners.
Hold on.
Go to
Hold
your
on. Let me
corners.
quick here for a second. Because what Dave Tepper's going to do, he's going to pull a Jim Irsay, and he's going to ruin Bryce Young like how Jim Irsay ruined Andrew Luck.
Oh boy.
Do you see this? Yes or no? Do you see where I'm coming from? Yes or no?
Okay, gentlemen, go to your corners. I mean at this point, go to your corners. Before we turn out the lights, everyone, thank Jamal for joining us here in the bar tonight. And we want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to us talking about this thing. And we got the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. We got the Pro Bowl coming up this weekend. The NHL All-Star Game coming up this weekend. Basketball heating up like as if it's never been heated up before. That's a lot
awesome.
to talk about. So first of all, if you like what you see here, please, by all means, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and when you do subscribe to our channel, please hit the bell so that you will be notified whenever we stream. We got a lot to talk about. Some tests, I don't know. One sense here we're going to talk about next week on this show. Some tests we're going to talk about basketball more times than the Pro Bowl. That's for sure.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Considering that we're on that road to the NBA All-Star Weekend and the road being in the March Madness on the college side, oh boy.
Yeah, so we're bracing ourselves for a very, very, very busy February. All right, Jacob, take us home.
Whoa. We do gotta talk about the Super Bowl, because no, we're done with the playoffs. But the Chiefs and the 49ers, that game is gonna be good, but I know, but the Golden Wolf, this is the Super Bowl.
Sorry, but anyways,
Hold on, before y'all conclude, I'm just gonna be a little dick about it now.
Go.
I hope the Chiefs win, so all of you can suffer and I can laugh at your fucking misery.
To be honest with you, actually, Bedlam, joke's on you. I actually do not care about this Super Bowl because I'm not gonna watch it.
All right.
Again, I repeat my point.
All right.
Fair enough.
All right. Let's wrap this up, shall we?
Let's go.
Anyway, again, this has been an interesting way to crack 110 episodes of this insane podcast. And before you think we're about to hit our peak, we haven't even gotten past the halfway mark of our upswing. We're just getting started because we're having a lot of fun doing this, and that's the thing about this podcast. We made this podcast because we wanted to talk about sports and enjoy it. And we're still having fun doing it. Okay, that's the whole point of this That's the whole point of this thing. We call this the bar for a reason because we created this by fans, for fans, just to talk sports as fans. Okay, and we're going to keep this going till we say we want to stop. And we don't know how long it's going to take, and we don't care how long it's going to take. And we're going to keep this going. And if you like what we're hearing, and you like our little shit posting, then please subscribe to the VWU Sports channel, and please hit the bell to keep you when we go live next time. Trust me, you do want to check this out because we go live every Wednesday, every Wednesday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific on YouTube. And it is something to behold because no matter what topic it is, we always put in our best and we always have a lot of fun doing it. But I'm telling you this much though, the sports world, it's going to take a little break because of course Super Bowl is coming up and that means the NFL is just about to finish up its season. But that doesn't mean sports is going to be done because it's the end of January, which means the madness is coming. The sirens are it's about to go down, boys. And it's about to get crazy because in college basketball, while in the professional world, the NBA and the NHL is just about to finish Act 1 of their season, and their players or teams are really stepping up on showing who wants to be the contenders and who wants to be nothing more than pretenders. And let's just say we love every second of it. But today, unfortunately, we've got to wrap up and. Safe to say, we will see you guys next week. For everyone here today, for Jamal, for Cody, For Jose, for Carter, and my boy Brandon, I've been JB. We thank you so much for tuning in today. We will see you guys next week, where we will talk about what's been going on in the NBA world, what happened at All-Star Week for the NHL, and many more. But until then, you have yourselves a good night, everybody. Y'all stay safe, and we will see you guys next week for episode 111 of the VWU Sports Podcast.
111. Take care, everybody.